hate most about you, beneath the murders and the war, it's that every time I saw your memories, I found pieces of myself hidden in the core. The cupboard, the loneliness, the anger, the feeling that nobody was coming. And God, I hated that it made sense, that beneath the skin we were both running. You think we're different, and we are, but not in the easy way people believe. You grew up unwanted, you grew up angry, with a heart you wore on a bleeding sleeve. You learned early that the world could be cruel, and believe me, I learned that lesson too. So tell me, why does your story end with bodies, while I refuse to become like you? That is the question I cannot stop asking. That is the part that keeps me awake. Because pain explains the cruelty, but it does not excuse the crime. Loneliness explains the hunger, but not the bodies left behind. Fear explains the need for power, but not what the power made you do. Every time you hurt someone frightened and alone, the monster was chosen by you. Was chosen by you. You say nobody saved you, and maybe that's true. Maybe every adult simply looked away. Maybe every warning sign was ignored, and you were left in the dark to decay. I can't believe all of that, I understand it too well. But here is where my sympathy ends. I don't understand looking at another frightened child and deciding their suffering makes amends. Love saved me, but love died constantly. Sirius, Remus, Cedric, and Fred, the people I loved kept disappearing, leaving me talking to the dead. But I still chose people, not because it was easy, but because every grave taught me their worth. While you learned the exact opposite lesson and brought a cold, bitter hell to the earth. At what point did the orphan disappear? Was it the cave, the diary, or the first kill? When did you stop wanting to be understood and start bending the world to your will? You say fear is reliable, that people leave but fear stays. What a sad and pathetic lie. The world might have helped create Voldemort, but you built him yourself, eye for an eye. Because pain explains the cruelty, but it does not excuse the crime. Loneliness explains the hunger, but not the bodies left behind. I woke up angry and afraid every day, but refused to let the darkness take control. The goal was never to be powerful, it was simply a human soul. Human soul. I look at you and see what I might have become. You look at me and see what you could have been. Two boys who waited for someone to come. One stopped waiting and let the darkness in. And somewhere between the fear and the choice, our stories finally became different.